I figured since I am now 30, I'm 30. Yes, I am 30. I turned 30 back in April 15th, if some of you all missed it. But your boy have reached his 30s, and I've learned a whole lot in my 20s. So I figured I would use this video to, elaborate on what I've learned in my 20s and maybe give y'all tips and things to think about as you navigate through your 20s, and you might be in your late 20s, wherever, just to give you some tips, because I learned a lot. I've went through so many things in my 20s that I wouldn't have expected to go through. As y'all know, I was married in my 20s, got divorced in my 20s. As y'all know, I moved states in my 20s, moved around in my 20s, graduated in my 20s, got a couple of jobs in my 20s. So I've been through a lot of experiences in my 20s, and I think these experiences and what I've gained in my knowledge can continue to help you all. But that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be very relaxed, nothing too planned. Everything that I'm mentioning is not in order. So, just coming off the dome with things that I feel you should know and think about in your 20s. The first thing that I've learned in my 20s, just looking back, is trust your gut. When your gut is telling you to do something, trust that your gut is right. Trust that you feel it for a reason, and trust that the universe is sending you these signs. God is sending you these signs, and it don't feel right because you feel it. You know what I'm saying? So trust your gut with every decision that you make. If it don't feel right, if it feel good, that's your gut and intuition telling you that this could be the best opportunity for you and this could be the wrong opportunity for you. So the second one that I would say is do what you want to do and not what others. When I say others, family members, parents, friends, whoever, do what you want to do. Whenever you grow up, you are constantly being preached to, things being thrown at you from someone else's point of view. So when you grow up, your parents are telling you things, your parents is saying you should do this, you should do that from their point of view. Your friends is like, I'm doing this, maybe you should do it too from their point of view. But do things for you. Take people's thoughts into consideration, their advice into consideration. But at the end of the day, it's your life, so do what you want to do. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you truly feel you should do. My third one would be take a leap of faith, guys. You have to take a leap of faith at some point in your life. I would say it's better to take it in your 20s if you can, but take a leap of faith. After my whole situation of being divorced, I definitely took a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting to stay in South Carolina. I was expecting to stay in that area, build, my life up there, family up there. But, I took a leap of faith. After that situation, I moved to Atlanta. Never envisioned of being in Atlanta, but an opportunity came, and I was like, this opportunity presented itself, so I might as well take that leap and see where it takes me. And honestly, if I didn't take that leap of faith, I wouldn't be where I am now because of the opportunities that Atlanta and being here has granted me. So take that leap of faith. Number 5, find a hobby or a skill or a trade. And my hobby was like, photography, videography, picking up YouTube, things like that. Nowadays there's always going to be other things that catch your attention that you're interested in. So pick up a hobby, pick up another skill, pick up a trade, pick up something where you outside of work can do that hobby and feel happy and feel fulfilled, or even possibly make some side money from that hobby or that trade or that skill. Number 6 is something that gets a lot of people, and I would say that is avoid FOMO, fear of missing out. If you have something to do, stick to that. You might have to miss out on doing something with your coworkers. You might miss out on doing something with your friends. You might miss out on something to do with your family. But if you are disciplined and dedicated to what you are doing, you have to miss out sometimes. You can't make it to everything. And I feel like that's where a lot of people start to get into this financial rut, because they feel like every time they're invited out, they have to go. You're in your 20s. You have time to do those things. And there will be more events that you can go to. There will be more trips you can go on. There will be more opportunities for you to take. But don't fear of missing out and putting yourself second when yourself should be first. If you fear missing out, you're putting yourself second. Number 7 would be, don't fear being alone. Embrace being alone. Embrace that quietness in your life. I feel like, especially when you go to college, you're always going to have people around. You're going to have roommates. You're going to have friends. If you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, you're going to have them around. You're going to have family. You're always going to be around people. But when you progress in your 20s, you start to disconnect from certain people. Your friends start to disconnect from college. Some of them you stay in touch with, some of them you don't. So you might see yourself being alone more than you did when you was in college or when you was in high school, whenever. So embrace being alone and use that time for yourself. So don't feel like you always have to have someone around, have people to be around, be social all the time. Embrace being alone, and it will take you a long way as far as your mental. Number 8 is live in your truth. There's so many people in their 20s not living in their truth. Be who you are. Be truthful to others. Don't fake like you're this. Don't fake like you're doing something and you're not. Don't fake like you want to be around people when you really want to be alone. It will hinder you in the long run. Be upfront, be honest, be blunt. Be that person that, people be like, well, they did say that, but at least they were truthful. You want to start to build that trust within your people, the people that's around you, because if they feel they can trust you, you can take them a long way, they can take you a long way, and then they can confide in you, you can confide in them. That's what really builds relationships, is trust. If they could trust, you can be there. They can trust that your advice is solid. And the only way they can trust that is if you live within your truth, if you be authentic, if you be vulnerable, and you're showing people like, this is the true me. And I guarantee you it's more draining to not live in your truth. It's more draining to try to keep up with others. It's more draining to try to seem like you're this way, or try to seem like you're supporting, or try to seem like, you know what I'm saying? It's very draining. So to prevent drainage, to prevent, your mental health going to a decline, just live in your truth. Number 9 would be celebrate small wins. Everything is fast paced now, especially in your 20s. You're thinking about all the things that you want to get done. You might want to buy a car. You might want to buy a house. You might want to be in your dream job. You might want to graduate. You might want to do this by this age. You might want to have kids by this age. But don't worry about all of that, guys. And I'm laughing because everybody, when you graduate college, you have this mentality that you have to get things by this time frame. So you don't celebrate the small wins. You're always looking for the big win, the big goal that you have that you've knocked out. You're never thinking about the small things to make you get to the big goal. Celebrate those small wins so you can always feel positive and happy about yourself. Because if you don't celebrate small wins and you keep waiting for that huge goal that you have of getting your dream house, or that huge goal that you have of being in your dream city, you're not going to appreciate the small things that are being set in place to help you get there. And you might miss opportunities just because of that. Number 10, in your 20s, you need to show people how to treat you. Show people who you are and how you need to be treated. I say this all the time, especially when I'm talking in the talking phase with a woman. I let them know off rip, I have a 0 tolerance policy. Any shit that break off or any shit that go on, I am not tolerating it. And everybody know what should be tolerated and what shouldn't be tolerated in a relationship or when you're talking to people. I just have a 0 tolerance policy. Show people how you should be treated. Your demeanor, your character, how you're respected, that will show people how you should be treated. Take yourself seriously, have fun, and then have standards for yourself. Have cutoffs for yourself. And that will help people understand, like, dang, when I'm around this person, I need to be on my P's and Q's. When I'm around this person, I need to be this and that. You know what I'm saying? So show people how to treat you, because if you don't, they're going to assume they just going to treat you any kind of way. And that ain't good. So I'm just say that. Show people how you should be treated, because everybody just ain't going to know how you want to be treated and how you should be treated based off the person that you are. Number 11, take a break from the world, guys. Especially y'all that are in your 20s now, especially early 20s. The world is not slowing down. So sometimes you got to take a break from the world. Sometimes you got to disconnect from the world. Get off social media a little bit. Take a break from your friends for a little bit. Make sure that you take a break to get your mental right. It's okay if you don't keep going, grinding, doing this, It's okay. Take a break, slow down, readjust, recalibrate. I'm about to say calibrate, calculate, recalibrate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Number 12. Don't change who you are for anybody. when you're in your 20s, especially the early 20s, your mind is still growing into an adult. So it's so many things and factors that can make you change who you are. Don't change who you are from the core. The person that you grew up to be, the person that you were molded to be, keep that person, but enhance yourself. You know what I'm saying? Build upon what you already are. But don't change who you are because you feel like you have to fit in with others. You feel like someone you're interested in talking to like this type of person. So you're trying to change to be who they would want you to be. If people can't accept you for who you are, you don't need to be around them. If people can't see you for who you are, you don't need to be around them. If you need to change who you are to fit in, to be for somebody, to get this and that, to get this opportunity, do not take it and do not do it. Because at the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself from being internally happy. At some point, you're going to realize like, dang, I'm 30 and I don't feel like I know who I am, because all this time you was changing who you are depending on your atmosphere, who you're around, to fit in with different friend groups. You're naturally going to find the people that's supposed to be around you. Just stay and stick to who you are. Number 13 is take your time when dating. Woo! I done been through some dates. I done been in this dating phase and all this before. And I'm gonna tell you this now, take your time. There's no need to rush for marriage. There's no need to rush to be in a relationship. There's no need to rush someone into liking you. Take your time. Understand that time is on your side. Yes, life goes by fast. Yes, time blows by, but time is on your side. You can control the narrative when you're dating. You don't have to be pressing for marriage, pressing for sex, pressing for, take your time with everything. Truly get to know somebody, because with time, you slowly start to figure out who this person is. If you done got in a relationship after 1 month or 2 months, you don't know who that person is at core. You don't know what they're capable of. You don't know. You haven't been in every situation or a lot of situations to understand how they handle situations. You have not been in multiple situations to see how this person operate in different areas of their life and your life, in different environments, around their friends, around your friends. You need those data points in order to make the best decision to move forward with someone. So take your time when dating. If you just want to have fun, have fun. If you want to be in a relationship, take your time. That's all I'm going to say. Take your time. Number 14, make long-lasting connections. These connections that you make in your 20s that will be long-lasting will serve you well past your 20s, well past your 30s. You know what I'm saying? You never know where these connections can help you grow in life. You might be looking for a job, and one connection that you made in your 20s can now, form into being a lead in order for you to get said job. And I can guarantee, like, all the connections that I've made, true connections that I made in my 20s, I can definitely say me carrying those connections to 30 has helped me out, even to my late 20s. So yes, connections. Keep those strong connections. I'm trying to tell you. Number 15, love on your family members. As you know, family will not be here forever. In your 20s, you will lose family. You would lose people. Love on those who love on you. Love on those who you love. Tell people you love them. Give people their roses while they're here. The worst thing you could do is wait till someone is, gone for you to realize, like, yo, I never gave this person their roses. I never told them I loved them. I never, told them how I truly felt about them as a family member, as a friend. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you love on those who you love. Give them their roses and flowers while they are here, because time is on our side, but everybody's time comes to an end. So you want to make sure when that time comes, you done told them, like, yo, you solid out here. You know what I'm saying? You've been rocking with me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you your flowers. But don't wait, man. Don't wait. Set that pride aside. And right now, anybody you love, family member, friends, go ahead and tell them, you mess with them. You rock with them heavy. You love them. You appreciate everything they've done for you. You know what I'm saying? Because people don't hear that a lot, especially from people that actually care about them. So, yes, show love for sure. Number 16 would be patient with yourself. Y'all, be patient with yourself, man. So many people rush themselves to be something when everything is already written. You know what I'm saying? Your life is already written. You just got to follow the signs Follow how you feel. Follow the positivity, and you will be directed in where you need to go in life. Trust. Just trust that, okay? And things might not be going your way right now, but be patient. Eventually, they will go your way. When I was going through my whole situation, I was ready to get out of that situation, but I had to go through every single step in order to get me to where I am now. If I tried to rush my emotions, if I tried to rush through that process, I would be feeling resentful now. I would be having trust issues. I would be a wreck still. But I was patient with myself to allow myself the space, to allow myself the mental clarity, to allow myself to feel in order to get through that situation. And you have to be patient with yourself too. I'm gonna say this, number 17, save money. Act broke to stay rich. It's okay to buy some fancy things here and there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like nice things. Again, this going back to FOMO. Don't feel like you always have to be out. You always have to be on a trip. You always have to be doing this. You always have to be on the next big trip or the next big thing. You always have to spend. Save money. Save money, because when you save money, you will have stuff to fall back on when shit hit the fan. And then your 20 shit will hit the fan. But if I ain't had a little bit of savings, your boy might have would have been on the street. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you saving, because if you don't save, you will regret it, especially when you get to your 30s. Because when you get to your 30s, you might have a couple credit cards. If you would have saved, you probably wouldn't have them credit cards. So save. Whether it's just $20 a week, $50 a week, $100 a week, whatever. Save what you can. Everybody think just because you don't have a lot of money to save, you can't save. Start saving. Saving is about discipline, and saving is about training your mindset to set aside. It's not about the amount that you have. It's not about what you have in your savings. It's about training your mind to do that. Even if you have to train your mind, look, every day I'm gonna put $1 aside. Every week I'm gonna put $10 aside. That's training your mind to have that saving mentality. Number 18, I would say in your 20s, please limit your social media usage. I have so many conversations with people where they be saying things, but they're only saying things because of what they see on social media. Social media is controlling a lot of your lives. And I know I'm on social media, but I have to be. But if you don't have to be on social media, limit your usage. If you limit your usage on social media, I guarantee you your life will be so much clearer. Your thoughts will be so much clearer. Comparison of your life will be so much clearer. You wouldn't even be comparing your life. Social media makes you compare your life. Social media makes you be looking at things that you know you ain't gonna be owning no time soon, but you feel some type of way because you can't get it now. Limit it. It will help you out if you can. Number 19, leave when you feel unhappy. And that goes from relationships, that goes for jobs, that goes for friendships. If you are unhappy, leave. There's nothing in this world saying that you have to stay in anything you're unhappy with. Leave. And I'm just leaving it at that. Number 20, support your mental health. Go to a therapist, do things to make you happy. Be out in nature. Be one with nature. Be one with yourself. Support your mental health. Yo, that shit rhyme, boy. Hey, they need to put me on a mixtape or a rap cover or something, because your boy got bars. Number 21, go to the doctor, get checkups. This is something that is horrible in the black community, especially when it comes to men. Go every single year, get your prostates checked every single year. Don't wait till you're about to get 30. Do it every single year in your 20s so you can catch anything. It was so sad when I went to the doctors last year and he was like, yo, I barely see anybody your age in here because they don't get checkups. They wait till something bad or they feeling bad to get checkups. So go in. But preventing and preventative measures is always better than reacting and reactive measures. Believe me. So, hey, go to the doctor every single year. Go and get your teeth cleaned to the dentist. Now I'm saying do all that, because that is what a responsible adult does. And I'm gonna leave that one at that too. Number 22, exercise, run, work out, be active. Fitness. A lot of people think fitness is just going to the gym. If you don't want to go to the gym, run every now and then. Walk around the neighborhood. Do some sit-ups. Stay active. Keep your heart pumping. Play basketball. Just be active. Don't just go home, sit on the couch, and that's it. Be active. I cannot say this enough. Your heart is a muscle. Oh, your heart over here. Your heart is a muscle. You need to work your heart out. Your heart needs to be pushed. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here and your heart just every single day. Your heart need to be like this sometime. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your measure is to working out or being physical, fitness, running, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, make sure fitness is in your life. Number 23, just because something worked for somebody else doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. I know a lot of y'all be following some of these people that say I turn $1 to $1 million. That might not work for you. Some of y'all following these people that doing all these get rich quick schemes. That probably ain't gonna work for you. Don't waste your money. What always works for somebody else won't always work for you. How I started my channel and how I operate on my channel won't particularly work for you. You know what I'm saying? And you have to go in with that mindset in every single thing you do. You might have a friend that's successful doing Airbnb, boom, but it might not be successful for you. So do the right research, start looking up information so you can make sure that if you get yourself into this, you understand that it might not work out for me like it's working out for them. Number 24, make sacrifices. You're going to have to make sacrifices. It's going to be times where you can't do something because you got to do something that's more important and you got to make that sacrifice. It's going to be times where you want to be with your family, but you can't be with your family because you got obligations. There's going to be times you want to go out to the club at 11, 12 a.m., you know what I'm saying? But you got stuff you need to do. Make that sacrifice to stay inside and do what you need to do. Because these sacrifices ultimately lead into big gains in your life. I made several sacrifices. I still be making sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? But if you make more sacrifices in your 30s, 9 times out of 10, you will receive more gains. Number 25, write and journal. We done got away from writing, y'all. I mean, writing. When the last time you wrote something? Matter of fact, go ahead and write somebody a letter. Your mom, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. Give somebody a note. Write. Journal. Let's keep this handwriting going because it feels so good when you receive something handwritten. It feels so good. So why not make somebody feel good by handwriting something? And when you journal by writing, it feels good to let that out through paper. And you can journal from, by a digital way too, but try to write more. Let's get back to that. Number 26, in your 20s, you need to be taking a whole bunch of pictures. You need to be making a whole bunch of memories. And like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money to make a whole bunch of memories. Everything you do, you need to start, taking pictures, documenting so you can go back on it and realize like, yo, in my 20s, I did this, I did that. This experience was dope. But if you don't take pictures, sometimes those memories just fog and fade away. But those pictures, those videos, again, notes and journaling, that's timeless. That will stay forever with you. So take more pictures, guys. You don't have to post them. You can just keep them for your own collection. You know what I'm saying? Number 27, time will show you people's true colors. Some people will just rock with you because they feel like you going places in life and then they give you a time limit. They're like, okay, this person ain't going nowhere. It's going on 4-5 years. I'm out. Some people, will be around you just for clout. If you got some clout, you know what I'm saying? But time will reveal all that. As time progresses, you'll start to hear from these people less and less. You'll start to see that they only want to be around when you having fun. They only want to be around when you got shit going on. They only want to be around when you about to go on a trip. But where are they during day to day? Have they been encouraging you? Have they been reaching out to you randomly, just checking on you, how you been doing, how you been going? You know what I'm saying? So time will tell, and you have to pay attention to that time. Be careful about who you allow into your space because everybody isn't for you. Everybody isn't there to serve you well. Some people are leeches. Some people are bad energy. Some people are there to bring you down, and you have to be the people that pick that out and understand how to pick that out. In your 20s, you go through these experiences to by 30, you should have that mentality like, oh shoot, this person's not good for me. Oh shoot, this person's trying to use this to get to me. Number 28, listen to understand. Do not listen just to respond. And that's a bad thing that everybody in their 20s, especially younger 20s, you listening to respond in most cases, especially when it comes to arguments, but really listen to understand. You wasn't really comprehending. You wasn't getting the education. You ain't got the answers. I don't know why I just said that.
Relax. You ain't got the answers.
I'm asking you
You
a
ain't
question.
been doing the education.
Bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Kanye.
But anyway, yes, listen to understand. I keep saying it because it's very important and a lot of people don't do it. And I met a whole bunch of people that don't listen to understand. They just listen to respond. And ooh, that grind my nerves. So yeah, don't be one of them people. Number 29, do what you say. Be a man of your word or a woman of your word. Don't make somebody have to remind you owe them money. Don't make somebody have to remind you you're supposed to be somewhere. Don't make somebody have to remind you to do this. Be a person of your word. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you say you're going to do it, do it. If you say you're going to give somebody an opportunity, give them the opportunity. Number 30 is slow down. Baby, I just want to get to know you. But nah, for real, slow down. Now, I feel like I mentioned, kind of tiptoed on this earlier. Slow down. Slow down. And I'm not just talking about with life. I'm talking about with everything. Slow down. I see so many people walking fast. I see so many people just seem like they just in a scurry, a fluster. Just slow down. Take your time. Embrace everything that's around you. Be vigilant. Pay attention. Be aware. Slow down. Slow down so you can really understand what's going on. Slow down so you can really pay attention to all the signs that's being given to you. Slow down. But last but not least, I'm going to give y'all an extra one just because I like to give y'all more. You know what I'm saying? 31 would be practice discipline. In your 20s, if you could practice discipline, by the time you get to 30, you're going to be up here. People going to be like, dang, this person like, dang, so disciplined. Sometimes you get on people's nerves when you discipline. You know what I'm saying? So practice discipline. Practice saying no. Practice being okay with saying no. The more disciplined you are in this world, the more you will get accomplished. Because I'm trying to tell you, when you're disciplined, it's like nobody can stop your grind. Nobody can stop your flame. Nobody can dampen your flame. It's like you come first, and you coming first is that discipline. You know what I'm saying? You making sure that you got your stuff together. And the more you train your mind to think like that, like, yo, I just got to be disciplined. It's going to be times where your patience is going to be tested. It's going to be times where your loyalty is going to be tested. But that discipline is what's really going to make you say yes, say no, make the right decision. So practice discipline, guys. But yo, I hope this video helped y'all out. You know what I'm saying? These are things that I learned in my 20s. And as I'm looking back, I'm like, yo, I could have been more disciplined. I could have slowed down a little bit. I could have, you know what I'm saying? We're not perfect in our 20s. And nobody is saying that you should be. But if you take these steps, you will, be on the right track. So by the time you turn 30, you have the right mentality. You know how to move and groove in this world. You know how to level up. You know how to be disciplined. You have the core foundations to be able to add value to your own life and other people, whether that's a relationship or friendship, your family. By then, you should have the tools you need from a foundational standpoint and characteristic standpoint to the point of you are benefiting people not from just monetary gains, not just from financially, not just from opportunities, but from your aura, from your character, by the way you're respected, by the way you're heard.